Sneaky Nation, welcome to kind of like a little small channel update video. So I already did a big one recently on 2016 as a whole. In case you missed it, we went over some really important topics. Like I was asking for feedback on different aspects of the channel, primarily constructive criticism. Like what you think is wrong with the channel, what you don't like about it, we think might possibly help it, like suggestions like that. And that would overall go a long way towards helping it. And I also went over like goals for the year. I set some pretty difficult goals that I think we can achieve by the end of the year. And we're going to see if we can do it. It might make it a little bit more fun this year. It's the first time I've tried it, so we're testing the waters. And I also asked for like game suggestions on videos you'd like to see appear in the future. And also maybe Twitch live stream games. But in case you missed it, it would help me out tremendously if you went over there and left some really good comments. And by good comments, I mean detailed ones. The more detail you give, the more it's going to help me out. So you can check the link in the description below. I made it very easy for you to find the video. Just click that link. Or you can go right to my channel page. It's in the recent uploads within the last week, so it'll be very easy to find. And that would be amazing if you could do that if you haven't already. But this video is different only because I got this information after the fact. Otherwise, this all would have been all into one video. Now, you might be wondering what this is you're looking at on the screen right now, and I'll be going over that in a minute. Maybe some of you recognize this program, but it's going to be really important to what we're going to talk about right now. So, to be completely honest, one of the biggest problems that the channel faces, my channel here faces, is a lack of community. I don't think we have a good community here at all. And what I mean by that is, basically, most people seem to just be casual viewers. They don't really care about the channel. And don't get me wrong, I noticed that some of you do appear to be hardcore fans. Like, I see a lot of you actually commenting on every video I post, even if it's not just Warframe. And that's amazing. Believe me, I recognize those names, and I'm extremely grateful for all those people. And I also see you appearing in the Twitch live streams often. I see you constantly posting in the chat, and that's fantastic. All of you are amazing that do that, but I would really like to get more of us going into that aspect. So, basically the hardcore fans are the heart of the community, and I would like to get as many of you into that community as possible. And having a strong community is important not just for growing the channel, but also makes it a better experience for everybody. Like, you start making friends in our community, you start like talking outside of videos and streams, and it's just an overall better experience. Like, let's just take for example Sneaky P's community, which basically the entirety of this chat right here in front of you is Sneaky P's group of people that follow his videos. Now, if you look down here, this is a voice channel, and he has 3 of his people right now. They're just in there randomly talking in the middle of the day, and he's not even streaming. He doesn't have a video up that they're watching right now. They're just in there talking because they became friends through his community. Now, don't get me wrong, maybe some people have done this in the community. I think mostly it's people who were already friends that came to the channel and they like told other people about it. But I would like to see more of a strong community connection going here. Now, don't get me wrong, I know there are a lot of reasons for why this isn't a very strong community, and the biggest one of which is probably a lack of consistency on the channel. Now, there are 2 different ways that I mean the lack of consistency. So, the first of which is obviously when I start a series, like let's say a let's play of a story-based game. Just take some recent game like Fallout 4 for example. I start playing it and then I only do 3 videos and I never finish the game. So you get disappointed if you're actually interested in watching that, and then you always wonder if it's ever coming back. And maybe you get frustrated and just decide to stop checking, and then maybe you forget about the channel and you don't even come back again. So that's just one scenario, and we will be going over different ways to actually improve upon all these situations going forward. But in the second situation, that is of course, let's say you're a new subscriber, you just watch a video that you search for on YouTube, you're coming across one of my videos for the first time, you decide you really like it and you want to see more videos like it, so you hit subscribe so you always get updated so you know when another one's coming. But then you come back the next day expecting to see another video and you don't see one uploaded, so you say, okay, maybe I'll check the next day, so you come back the day after that, and there's still not a video. So maybe at this point you're starting to wonder, maybe the channel's dead, this person doesn't really care about their channel, so they're not uploading it consistently. And then if you're a new person, maybe you completely forget to come back again, you just give up, and that's it, you never come back again. I think that's happened in a lot of situations because it does seem like we should have a lot more activity going on for almost 15,000 subscribers now. Most of the community here is just completely inactive, they're completely dead. And that is of course because I probably have taken way too many breaks at this point. Like sometimes I'll take week-long breaks, I've taken a couple of month-long breaks, and that was for various reasons, different life problems and whatnot happening, but still not an excuse because I do want to make this a full-time thing, and that's not really acceptable if I'm going to actually strive to achieve that. Now, the ways that we can improve upon this, and this is primarily of course coming from me, but I also need help from all of you. For the first scenario, pretty much what I'm going to be doing in the future for all gameplay videos like that, if I'm planning on playing through a story-based game, with the first video, instead of doing the typical strategy that a lot of other channels do where they just do a bunch of 15-minute videos, I'm going to actually try to make a really long video for at least the first one. So what I mean by really long, I mean like maybe 2 or 3 hours for the first video. That way if it's like a 6-hour long game, it's going to take absolutely no time at all to finish it. Maybe even within a week. That would be my goal. Once a new game comes out, I like to finish the entire playthrough within a week, if possible. I mean, there are scenarios where that's not really physically possible, like maybe really long RPG or something like a new Elder Scrolls game comes out or Fallout, whatnot. But that is my goal for any games like that in the future, so it will help because that'll obviously cut down on any breaks in between videos, because I'm sure even if I'm not uploading daily, you might even get disinterested because let's say a brand new game comes out and just for example, let's say it's 4 hours long, which is really short for any game, but just in this area it's 4 hours long. So if I were to upload 15-minute videos, like let's say one a day, even if I upload every single day, that's going to take 12 days for you to watch the entire game. Whereas if you were playing it yourself, you could probably finish that right in a single day. So instead of waiting almost 2 weeks to watch the entire thing, you could have experienced it all at once. So it just really doesn't make any sense to do that to me anymore. So that's how I'm going to fix that one problem. Now for problem number 2, this is something I've been talking about doing for a long time and I'm kind of nervous about trying to do it, but it's something that has to be done. I've been talking about it for like a year or probably like 2 years now. But we're going to try a schedule. Yes, a schedule. So this is going to work for both YouTube and Twitch. Now I'm going to be trying different schedules for each of them, so I'll break this down into 2 parts as well. Now for YouTube, obviously Warframe is the biggest game. That's where most of you have come from. Although interestingly enough, there are a lot of other games that have brought a lot of you to this channel as well. And just some examples, like Slender the Arrival is probably the second biggest. That's brought a lot of people over here. I was surprised. And I guess those are people who enjoy the face cam horror games, which I really enjoy making. I want to do more of those. And also other games like Interstellar Marines was good for a while. DC Universe Online was great. Even way back in the day when I was doing Nether around the early days of the channel. Those were all great series that I really enjoyed doing, and they brought a lot of people here. So it's not just Warframe, but if we break it down into just single games, what they've accomplished by themselves, then yes, Warframe is the biggest one for growing the channel up to this point. So obviously we're going to continue doing Warframe videos, and I'm only doing them because I still enjoy making them. I've had to kind of change the style a little bit, but I still kept most of my style from when I started the series. And I also started the Noob Time Challenge series, which I'm not really entirely sure people are really enjoying that much because, I don't know, the likes on those videos seem kind of low, but that could also be from the lack of consistency too, so we'll go over all that stuff too. But what the plan is going to be going forward is every other day you can expect to see one Warframe video. Now this either means from the Warframe Let's Play series, which is the one that's over 200 episodes long now, or even the Noob Time Challenge series. Now I don't want to just focus on one or the other. I know the last 4 Warframe videos that have gone up were from the challenge series, but I want to kind of try to alternate between them. So let's say this week, let's say I'm uploading a Warframe video on Monday. So let's say that's a Noob Time Challenge. So on Wednesday, let's say that's a Let's Play video. But there could even be days where we have 2 in a row of like the Noob Time or the Let's Play. But just keeping a variety going I think is really important. And then on the opposite day where Warframe is not appearing, you can expect to see some other kind of game. And there are various games that you can expect to see. I'm talking to a lot of indie developers personally, and a lot of them have actually been giving me keys for their games because they want to get like exposure. They consider it like a marketing type of thing. And I'm only contacting developers that I actually enjoy. Either I know for a fact I enjoy their games, or if I think their game looks really cool and I want to make a video on it to try to help them get exposure. But not just that, but also entertain all of you as well at the same time. It's kind of like a win-win situation in that sense. So you can expect to see a lot of those. I've been in contact with a lot of developers, so there's going to be a lot of, let's just say, a lot of games coming to the channel. Now, not necessarily a long, ridiculous series, like obviously Warframe's by far the longest one. It's 200 episodes now. I don't even have anything over 100 episodes aside from that. But you can definitely expect to see at least like one video on each of these, maybe some mini-series, just stuff in general. Obviously, I want to continue doing the horror games with the face cam. I really enjoy making those. And out of the comments I've gotten on videos that aren't Warframe based, those seem to get the most positive feedback from all of you, so I'm glad that a lot of you seem to enjoy them as well. But even like various random games that are meant for comedic purposes, there's one that I'm assuming isn't going to be uploaded by the time this video goes up, but there's really a cool one that I haven't actually played yet, but it looks awesome. Basically, like aliens come down and they start like mind controlling people, and they like take control of vehicles, and it's a cartoony graphic type of deal, but it's really cool because you can take control of all the vehicles and then like crash them into buildings, and it looks really like it's really highly destructible. I think that's going to make an amazing comedy video, and I'm going to try to do that right now. I'm also going to try to do those with the face cam too, as I think that might help make them more entertaining. I want to try making this the year of the face cam, so to speak. Not that every game is going to have face cams with it, like Warframe is really hard to do one with, so I don't think I'll be doing one with that, but definitely a lot of these other games. And not just that, but also we're going to be trying to do a lot of different funny moments type of videos with CKP specifically. I'll try to do some solo, but we're going to be doing a lot more with him. And we really haven't done too much in the past with CKP. We have done quite a bit, but not really as much as we had always planned on doing. So we're going to be trying to get into that a lot more consistently now. The first game we're going to be trying to make a funny moments type video on is going to be Grand Theft Auto 5, so that should be pretty exciting. That game is pretty much perfect for that type of idea. But we also have a lot of different games that we can try to do, like we have a lot of open world survival games like H1Z1, we have DayZ, I don't know, just a lot of different games that we could potentially do. And we'll be looking at all that in the future, but so it's going to be Warframe every other day, and then on the opposite day there's going to be some other random game appearing. Now it could also be that we could start like a full playthrough on different AAA games that come out. I know some of you do seem interested in AAA games. Like a lot of you have been actually asking me about The Division coming up, so I think we can definitely expect to see a series on that of some kind once it comes out. I think it's coming out in March, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I hope you are as well. But not just that, but also on the day that Warframe does appear, maybe we could even expect some days, probably not every day, to see another game also appear alongside it. So the plan is going to be obviously having one video go up every single day at the bare minimum. It's going to be Warframe, it's going to be something else, it's going to be a lot of different games. And I know a lot of you are only interested in Warframe videos. I don't know what the reason for that is specifically. Maybe that's the only game you play, so that's all you care about. But it's really important that you also watch the other videos. I'd really appreciate if some of you would start watching the other ones too, and overall that would really help the channel out the most, because only watching Warframe is actually hurting the channel. And that's because it's painting my channel as a Warframe only channel, and I know a lot of you actually seem to think it is one, but that's actually really not the case, and it's really important that that kind of stigma disappears. Because I'm a variety channel. I've been one since I started. Warframe is just one of the series that I did. It just happens to be the longest one, but it's never going to be the only one, and it's only a small part of the bigger picture here. So if you could go support the other videos, that'd be absolutely amazing. And just let me know what you think of them. Maybe even give me suggestions on how you think I can improve upon them. Like maybe you think I do the Warframe videos really well, but maybe I'm not doing the other ones so well, but you know different ideas I could possibly try to make them better. That'd be amazing too. Just let me know in the comments below on this video. Alright, so that's the YouTube strategy schedule-wise. Now for Twitch, we're going to be trying this one out. This one makes me a little bit more nervous because it's very difficult trying to balance a YouTube and a Twitch channel at the same time. So on Twitch, we're going to try to do this. So every day, yes, every day, there aren't going to be any breaks. Unless, of course, I make an announcement. But you have to follow me on Twitter to know any deviations from the schedule. Every day from 6 p.m. US Eastern Time until 8 p.m. US Eastern Time. you can expect to see my Twitch channel live streaming something. Now, obviously this has primarily been Warframe up to this point, but I'm also going to be trying other games, like I might even start a Fallout 4 complete playthrough over on there. I think that game would work better as a Twitch series, a live stream series, rather than a YouTube series, because it's so long. I mean, you would have to be here for like well over a month before you saw the entire series, whereas if I was just streaming it over there, we could probably finish in a couple of weeks or so. And I think that'd be amazing. I know a lot of you have been going over to the Twitch live streams just because you want to play with me, you want to finally play Warframe, but I really appreciate the people. I don't get me wrong, I appreciate those of you coming over because you want to play, but I also really appreciate the people who come just to watch, because that helps out a lot. You wouldn't believe how much that helps. The way that Twitch works is if you go over there onto the home page, you'll see a list of different games, so you can choose which game you want to see a live stream of. Like, let's just take Warframe for example. So you see Warframe, you click on it, and then you'll get a list of different channels currently streaming that game. And the way that it's ordered is by the number of people currently watching the stream. So let's say the most watched stream has 1,000 people. They're going to be at the top of the list. Now, if somebody else below them, the second most popular, is currently streaming for 500 people, they're going to be below them, so on and so forth and down the list. Now, usually I only have like, I want to say like an average of 15 people watching, so I'm generally pretty far down the list, and that's really hurting the chances of the channel growing over there. So I think that's why this streaming schedule is going to help out a lot. I mean, it's not like I'm just going to continue just randomly alerting you, oh no, there's a stream, and it just comes from out of nowhere and you weren't expecting it. Whereas if you know every day you can expect to go and see a stream every day from 6 to 8 p.m. US Eastern Time, you'll be able to kind of like plan, I guess you can say plan your life around it a little bit. Like, let's say you have some errands to get out of the way for the day, you can get them out of the way because you want to come and watch the stream, so you get those done beforehand, and then you're ready for the stream. You just come in, and maybe even you get there early and you're just waiting for the stream to go live because you know it's about to go live. That's what I would really like to start having happen, but obviously I haven't been able to do that up to this point because there's been no schedule. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's only going to be from 6 to 8 every day. I mean, it could also potentially start earlier than that, and it could also potentially end after 8. It's just I want to have a very basic idea of when you can expect something to be taking place at the very least. But I will always be updating on when I'm going live on Twitter, so make sure you follow me on there. That also helps me out tremendously too if you're following me on there. And also interacting with me on there. Like, the best way to contact me is not through PlayStation messages, which a lot of you try to do. It's really not the best way because I have notifications turned off. I don't get a notification on my screen when you send me a message, so I'm not keeping up to date with that information. But like if you send me a comment on Facebook or Twitter, I'm more likely to see it. And those are just really important too because social media is absolutely crucial in growing, and that's also going to help in the long run for building a community as well. Like, you'll start seeing some people in the YouTube comment section, then let's say you see them over on like the Facebook comments, and then you start like recognizing their name, you start talking to them, and you become friends. And that's also what this is on the screen, so I guess we can finally get into this, so you can finally get rid of the mystery. Okay, so this is called Discord. This is a free program that you can download on your phone, you can download on your tablet, and also a program on your computer. Now, it's kind of like a combination of, I want to say like a forum, kind of. Actually, no, a better example is Kick. If you're familiar with the Kick app, that's like a messaging app, so you can talk to people. It's kind of like using text messages, but obviously you're using usernames instead of phone numbers and whatnot. Like, a lot of people use Kick in general. Kind of like comes from the online dating community. Like, if you don't want to give somebody your number, you don't want them to like hack your personal information, find out who you are before they meet or something, or track you down and kill you or something. Who knows what crazy people out there are doing nowadays. You like give them your Kick username, and then you start talking through there or something. And it's also pretty popular with like the gaming community and whatnot. But that's like, let's say 50% of what this app is. And then there's also a voice chat communication system in here as well. It's kind of like TeamSpeak or like Skype even. So up here you can see there are a bunch of different text channels. So up here we have general. So this is like the general channel, text channel here. So you just talk about anything in general. And then we also have it broken down into a lot of different topic areas. Like, this one's only for mods. This is specifically related to Twitch mods. Mostly, this is just Sneaky P's community in this Discord community right now, but we're trying to combine both of our communities together here, because we both have been planning on having one overall community in general, and we both call our community Sneaky Nation, so it just makes sense to do this anyway. And we also have a sports community down here, sports chat. This is usually where a lot of CQP's fans like to go because, oh my goodness. Oh man, what is going on over here? Some very interesting things take place in this chat, just to say the very least. Okay. But Sneaky P primarily has a sports community because his most popular series is Madden, and that's just what a lot of his fans like talking about. And then there's also a section for subs. Those are YouTube subscribers. Only Sneaky P has it right now because he's partnered on Twitch. I'm not currently partnered, but that was another one of my goals, was to become partnered at some point this year, and we're going to try to do it. So that's why we got to have this schedule going so we can make that goal easier. And let's see, we also have suggestions. So this is like, if you think of a game that you like to see played, or maybe a series, you come in here and type it into the chat. And this is either for if you want to see me go on a solo series, let me know what game you want to see, maybe the idea. Maybe you want to let CKP know a different idea, maybe something he's more accustomed to. Maybe there's something you think one of us would be stronger at, the other would be weaker at, and you want to see one of us do it specifically. Or maybe there's even something you want to see done in a co-op style, and you want to give us an idea that we can do together. This would be the place to do it. And we also have a Warframe subsection here. And yes, it's currently a madhouse over here, as you can tell. The Warframe community is non-existent because there aren't really any of you over here right now. A few of you actually did join from my recent Twitch live stream, so I was happy to see that. But I want to start seeing you get more active over here. So that'll be for Warframe specifically. There's also a Madden chat. This Seeky text is private between me and CKP for personal information and whatnot. And then there's also a subs patron Minecraft server, which is something that CKP's handling for his Minecraft server. And then we have all these voice channels. So there's a general one, there's a sub club, there's a mods, there's one for sports, there's one for me and CKP. We use this one specifically like if we're gonna record a video together, we go in here and talk to each other. If we're gonna live stream together, we go in here and talk to each other, just stuff like that. And then obviously AFK, away from keyboard. If you leave for a minute, you go into there. But as you can see, currently in the sports chat, I think right now, let me see what time it is. Alright, yeah, so the football game is actually on right now. It's currently Sunday, and all of CKP's fans right here are in the sports chat, and they're actually watching the game and chatting with each other right now. So, as you can see, they do have a pretty good community going here. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of people in here that are constantly active, but there are definitely noticeable people I see all the time constantly in here. Now, it would be really crucial if you were to come over here and start helping me build a community here as well, because we can all get together and make this one huge community, and overall it just makes it a better experience for everybody. It not only helps improve the channel, but it's also gonna just make it a more fun experience for everybody. And I would really appreciate if you came over and joined. There is a link in the description to join this. It's completely free to join, by the way. There's no charge whatsoever, and you can kind of make this like a regular like hangout spot if you want to think of it that way. So even if there's not a Twitch live stream taking place, or there's not a video that you're watching, just come in here and just chat with somebody that you recognize and just become friends. And this is also a great place to come here and let you know, like maybe I just uploaded a video and you don't know about it, so you come in here and you can check and see that I uploaded it. I let you know in the comments in one of these tech channels. Like if I upload a Warframe video, I come here and say, oh hey guys, I just uploaded a Warframe video, go check it out. And maybe I'll let you know what it's about and whatnot. And that would just be great in general. And let's see, what else? Alright, I think that's about it. Yeah, so there's a link in the description to join this community. Preferably make your username related to, I don't know, something that I already know you by. Like, keep the same username. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be preferable just so that everybody can, like, come over and recognize you immediately. Like, let's say you come over here from YouTube and you recognize, oh look, hey, there's Sneaky P. I know him from CKG's comment section or something. So then you start chatting with him in the text channel here. These are just a lot of different scenarios I'm tossing out of my head. I mean, a lot of them are pretty similar, but They are very good examples nevertheless. And then you can see there are different sections that people all fall into. There's on the right hand side, there are the admins list where only me and CKP currently exist. There are mods. These are all different Twitch mods, and it's just CKP's mods right now, but I also want to get my mods over here. And something else I want to point out for Twitch, I'm going to be looking for new mods coming up. Now, the way that I'm going to be choosing my mods is going to be very simple. Number one, somebody who's very active in the chat during streams is going to be really important. Somebody who's friendly, somebody who's welcoming and helps embrace new people coming and watching, and also following the channel. And also, somebody who's just there all the time. Somebody who's very active. That's really important. There were people that I made mods in the past who just very rarely showed up, and that's just something that isn't going to work out, so I had to remove their mod status. And I'm kind of thinking about doing that for some of my current mods too. We'll see about that. But I'm going to be looking for new mods, so make sure if you would like to have a position in that regard, you head on over to my streams and you actually consistently talk in the chat and make yourself known. Make yourself a positive force in the community, so to speak. And then Twitch subscribers, I'm not worrying about this one right now. Eventually we're going to get there, but it's going to take a lot of effort. I actually did apply for Twitch, the Twitch partnership program, but I got denied, unfortunately. I was expecting to get denied, but it's pretty much because, number one, it's really small channel over there, and number two, we don't have nearly enough people watching streams consistently. Like, I probably wouldn't expect to even have a chance until at least the point where we reach, like, let's say 50 people guaranteed watching the stream at all times, and then maybe even peaking at like 100 sometimes or something like that. Once we get into that range, then I can expect maybe we'll be able to actually get partnered, and I hope to do that someday. It would make the community a lot better too. It'd be a lot better because once you get partnered over there, you can actually have custom emotes made for the channel, and then people can start using those. And if you actually hit subscribe, you have to pay $5 a month, and then you get access to these emotes. You can use them on any Twitch channel. You can actually post them anywhere. You can even use them, as a matter of fact, in this Discord chat if you connect your Twitch account to it, which you can do if you come in here and, let's see, how do you do it? Go into server settings, and then integrations. No, it's not integrations. Oh, you can see a member list. I didn't even know about this. Alright, so there's currently 171 members. I'm going to say like maybe 5 or less are from my community, so we need to get our numbers up over here. Oh, integrate. No, it's not integrations. I mean, this is Sneaky P. He actually synced his Twitch channel into this. So, I know there's some way to do it. Notification settings. No, I don't know. But you can also come in here and set notifications. Like right now I have it set so only somebody who at my username mentions me, I'll get a notification on like my phone or something. And then you can also set up mobile notifications and pretty much anything. You can set up all messages if you really want to, but I wouldn't suggest that because your phone would be constantly getting like buzzed all the time and just be really irritating. That was actually a problem I had with the kick chat. It was really irritating. Alright, but anyways, it would be amazing if you came over here and joined over on this community and actually help us start to build a strong community. We currently lack one, but I think that we can actually work together and make one that's actually worth having. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you really consider doing it. And I guess another thing I want to leave you on. So over on Twitch, we are approaching 1,000 followers. We're currently 25 away. And after we achieve this 1,000 follower milestone, I'm going to be having a 12-hour live stream take place. The date is still pending. It's going to depend on once we actually reach the milestone. I'll set the date. I'll make an announcement at least a few days beforehand so you have time to prepare for it if you'd like to be there. And I'll be streaming various games during this time. I'll be doing, obviously, PS4 Warframe. We'll do some PC Warframe. And maybe we'll do something co-op with Sneaky P. Maybe even Perry will get in for some more co-op action. We could do like each one Z1 or something like that for a little while. And who knows, maybe we could even start the Fallout 4 playthrough over there if you'd be interested in seeing that. But the reason why I was mentioning this specifically, obviously I want to let you know that this stream is coming so you can get kind of hyped about it. And also I'd like to get more of you over there and following the channel. So if you've already done so, make sure you go over there. There's like a heart icon that says follow. You just make a free account, you click follow. You can also set up notifications like if you have your mobile phone. or even your tablet, you can go onto download the Twitch mobile app, and then you can set up notifications, like a push notification shows up on your phone as soon as the stream goes live, in case you're not already aware of it taking place. And that's just great overall. But I'm also going to be giving away platinum codes for Warframe during this stream. I got access from the developer for PC codes, and I can also give out codes for the PS4 version and even the Xbox One version. So it's going to be an event. It's going to be a big event, just to say the least, so I hope to see you there. And one final note I want to leave you on. I was considering this, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, at least not anytime soon. So something a lot of these YouTube and Twitch channels like to do is they'll set up a patron page. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's basically a website you can set up, and then it allows people to donate like a certain dollar amount to you every month. And then what most people do is they usually set milestones. It's kind of like Kickstarter in a way, but not really. Like on Kickstarter, you need to reach a certain dollar amount for it to actually be funded, whereas on Patreon, it's just automatically sent regardless. But people still set milestones on there, like they'll say, if I reach X dollar amount, then this will become my full-time job. X dollar amount, you can expect to start seeing certain types of videos appearing on my channel. I don't want to do it right now because I don't really know what I do exactly with it. Like, I would like to have some kind of exclusivity taking place to show appreciation for people who are supporting me in that kind of sense. But I'm just not really positive how I would do it at this point, so it's currently on hold. I did make a placeholder page just in case I do decide to do one in the future. But I'm kind of looking for suggestions, like what do you think would be a good idea to offer people in exchange for something? Just kind of thinking of different ideas. Like, who knows, maybe we can even start offering people access to the Minecraft community server, the Minecraft Sneaky Nation server. That'd be pretty cool. If any of you are Minecraft fans, possibly we could make that a feature. And just, I'm not really sure. Like, obviously there wouldn't be like videos only going over to that community. Like, my videos will still only be appearing on YouTube, and they'll be appearing the way they do, free for everybody. I'm not going to be doing anything like that, but there are different perks and benefits that we could potentially come up with. So I'm just kind of throwing that idea out there. I was hoping to get some feedback on that too. And that would help me out making this full time, and also help you out depending on what these different things I could potentially offer you. I'm just trying to figure it out. I just want to get it out there, just in general, get some feedback on it. But anyways, everybody, that'll about do for this video. I hope this was something that really opened your eyes to kind of the problems going on, and hopefully it also eased some concerns you may have had about the channel going forward. And I really hope that it's going to help us build a strong community in the future, so please help me join, and let's try to make this happen. Maybe I'm trying to get some more of your friends to join over. Just every little bit counts. You don't really understand. Every small little action counts. Going to join this Discord community, actually going in there, like let's even say once a day, that one small action goes a long way to helping out. Follow me on Twitter helps out. Follow me on Facebook helps out. Leaving comments on videos helps out, leaving likes on videos, leaving favorites, sharing the video on like your Facebook page or something, showing your friends or something. All of this stuff really helps out. I know by itself it just seems like it's just one small meaningless little thing, but when more of you start doing it together, it starts to turn into like a snowball effect, and then it just ultimately turns into something amazing. So that's why we gotta work together here, and I believe that we can make Sneaky Nation into a force to be reckoned with. Something that's actually worth being a part of, something that people can say that they enjoy a lot, they're proud to be part of, and that would just be something just absolutely amazing, something beyond my aspirations for when I started my channel. If we could do that, then I think I can officially say we've created something successful here together. So anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed and this information sunk in with you, and I hope to see you in the Discord community. I hope to see you putting more effort into making this into a better community for all of us. And I guess I'll see you next time.